Welcome to the Solid Signal podcast for the week of June 10th, 2024. You know, the subject for this week's podcast, let's get right into it, is DIRECTV NFL Sunday Ticket. I can hear you thinking, DIRECTV NFL Sunday Ticket? I thought YouTube had that. Well, for sort of regular people, residential users is what we call them in the business, that is true. NFL Sunday Ticket went over to YouTube for that kind of customer, which probably includes a lot of people who are listening to this podcast. And, you know, last year was the first year of it, and I have to say they did pretty well. I think a lot of people, myself were included, were worried that they were not going to be able to keep up the volume that they needed to in order to take care of all of that football in the same week. But they did. They did a pretty good job, and I wish them all the best with the coming season. But I'm here to talk about DIRECTV NFL Sunday Ticket, and that means NFL Sunday Ticket for businesses. You see, it's a kind of a convoluted thing, and I'm not going to profess to really understand why it is exactly, and there are a couple of intermediaries involved, but if you want NFL Sunday Ticket for your business, you still get it through DIRECTV. You get it the same way that you always have. And DIRECTV is in partnership with somebody else, who's in partnership with somebody else, who's in partnership with the NFL. So you don't really have to worry about that. You just have to worry about getting it the same way that you always have. This is great news for businesses because NFL Sunday Ticket for Business has been a proven profit driver for a lot of companies out there. If you're a bar or restaurant, that sort of thing, you know that NFL Sunday Ticket brings people in, lets them watch. And perhaps more importantly for our Solid Signal community, NFL Sunday Ticket for Business is the way that you would get it on your boat. And we have a huge number of folks out there with decent sized boats, and they're always owned by companies. That's just the way things are done. And so as a result, if you want to be watching football on the weekend while you're out on the water, and believe me, a surprising number of people do, you're going to want NFL Sunday Ticket. It's the only way you're going to get it. And the only way you're going to get NFL Sunday Ticket is through DIRECTV. Totally cool, really, because it's all satellite driven. There's no worry about data, which for a marine customer is incredibly important to make sure that you're not overusing your data plan and running just like huge overage charges. I hear about it every day. People, they try to get onto satellite internet for marine and they run into huge overage charges, and this ends up being a problem for them. Well, you pay for NFL Sunday Ticket, you pay for satellite TV, and that's the one price you pay every month. You are not paying for, just per program or something like that. It doesn't matter how many hours and hours and hours of it that you watch. You're going to be paying the same amount, and you're going to be getting that satellite TV reliability up to 50, sometimes more than 50 miles offshore. And so it's a great deal. You can get NFL Sunday Ticket from DIRECTV a lot of different ways, but you can't get it by calling the 1-800 number. That's just for residential customers. And if you have a commercial account, you need to be dealing with a commercial dealer. Yeah, a commercial dealer like Signal Connect, the folks who are going to take great care of you, whether you're on land, on sea, in your RV, whatever it takes. They're going to make sure that you get the service that you need, and that includes football. Football for this year looks really exciting, and it's something that you really want to look into. So here it is. It's the beginning of June, and we all know that football won't start for another 2-ish months, give or take. But you might be asking yourself, well, why am I talking about football now? Because NFL Sunday Ticket is now available to order for commercial customers from DIRECTV. They actually started taking orders on the 9th of June, which was last Sunday. And if you're ready, you want to sign up for it now. No, it's not like there's a limited number of spots. It's not like you're going to miss out. But let's be honest. You just want to get this taken care of now. It's just another thing you can check off your list, take care of it now, and you're not going to be charged any more because you reserve early. You're going to be charged the same time that you always are charged when NFL Sunday Ticket actually starts, not before. And So that means there's really no reason not to get signed up now. And you, like I said, you need to be talking to a business dealer in order to do this. Unfortunately, I hear every day from people who called the 800 number, and those are great folks over at the DirecTV's call centers. They do fantastic work, but they are not qualified to deal with commercial customers, especially marine customers. And it's just, they end up sending you over to Signal Connect. So why not call Signal Connect right off the bat? You want to do it because it's just going to save you time. And when you do, you're going to get that level of customer service that you always dreamed of, that kind of customer service that you thought went out of style with big hair and shoulder pads. Because, over at Signal Connect, that's what we do. We give people excellent customer service all day. So call the folks at Signal Connect at 888-233-7563. It's 888-233-7563. They are the sponsors of this podcast. And I know sometimes I do podcasts that are like really off topic and just kind of really go off the rails, and other ones like this one, which are a little bit more promotional in the topic that I'm going through. And so it's a variety. This one does end up being a little bit more of a commercial. I get that. But I do try to still make this an entertaining podcast anytime I possibly can. So this is going to be a short one. I'm just going to thank you for listening, tell you to like, subscribe, and leave a comment anywhere that you get this podcast. Makes me look good to my bosses. And as always, shop at Solid Signal, solidsignal.com, for everything that you need to live your best digital life. They are the sponsors of this podcast, along with Signal Connect, which is the commercial arm of Solid Signal. If you want the kind of customer service that you thought went out of style, once again, call Signal Connect. I'll give you that number one more time. It's 888-233-7563. And I'll call this one a short one for the Solid Signal podcast for this week. We'll be back again real soon. And until then, have a great week.